What do you need? The cock of the wrist or the hinge of the wrist? Well, of course, in reality, you need both. But I want to home in on the hinging of the wrist today because I think it's an area that's easy to forget. And when you get the feeling of hinging your wrist correctly, it really can transform your strike, can give you that solid contact that you're after, and also help create that compact swing that you know I love so much. And that's what I'm trying to help you achieve. You see, this is the cocking action here, okay, of the wrist there. This is our hinging action here. That hinging action, if you watch, if I do that very slowly, you can see the club face actually stays pretty stable. It doesn't twist too much. So therefore, straight away, it gives you a clue that you're going to get stability in the swing. The other thing is it holds everything, holds the structure a little bit tighter. When the wrist hinges properly here, it helps the elbow fold differently. It helps keep the shoulders more against the ribs, and therefore you get that more compact swing. If the opposite really of that hinging is too much rotation, that's when we lose the hinge. That too much rotation can take the arms out of the structure here, lifting them up, or sometimes take them too far around here. Either way, you're not working together as that compact swing. So the hinging action of the wrist is actually really, really important. So for me as a right-handed player, I'm really going to feel that in the back of my right hand here. Okay, there's the cocking action, there's the hinging action. We want to feel that. So when I get that, as I say, I'm going to get more structure in my swing, or it's going to hold the structure together. I'm going to stabilize the club face. Really, really important. Now let's go to impact, because when I get to impact, if you think of any hitting sport, what we really want is we want that wrist in this, if I'm hitting in this direction, I want that right wrist behind the handle that I'm hitting. So have a look here, there. Can you see that? That right wrist is behind the handle that I'm striking. That gives that club face stability here. If I'm rotating, that wrist is working on top of the handle. That's not very stable. So once again, this hinging motion that we want to work on will help us get stability in the swing, create that compact swing, and then help us get that much more solid impact position. Now, the great thing is, first of all, by the way, check your grip. Make sure in your grip that you're not starting with the right hand too far rolled over so the wrist is on top in the first place. That won't help you. Equally, you don't want it too far under. You want that wrist beside the handle there with your right hand or your trowel hand. You want it beside. That's going to help you be able to hinge correctly. The great thing is, once you've got that, actually you can use a waggle to help you feel this. And what I mean by a waggle is you can set up to the ball, and you'll see many golfers do it. You may already do it yourself, and they have a movement of the club before they start. Well, actually you can have a waggle nice and slow where you really just focus on hinging the back of that right wrist there for me, or it could be a left wrist for you if you're a left-handed player. Just hinging that wrist there to give me the feeling of how I want to start. Now I can feel that wrist motion as I go through the swing here, and then I still have that hinging action or position, if you like, at the top of the swing here. I still have that. That means I'm going to hold that coming down, much more stable club face, much more compact swing. It simplifies the swing a lot. Again, compared to its opposite really, is too much rotation. That makes the swing very, very hard to time. So really have a practice with it. Check your grip first of all to make sure that is good, and then from there my advice is start off nice and easy. Do some waggles nice and slow. When you do the waggle, by the way, don't let your arms travel past your legs. Keep the hands pretty much inside the frame of your body and just hinge the wrist there. Can you see that? Inside the frame of the body there. I'm not letting my arms travel here for the waggle. If I do, I'm unlikely to get that feeling I want in the wrist. So keep the handle of the club, the hands inside the frame. Just hinge the back of that right wrist there nice and slowly a couple of times, and then feel that at the start of the swing. And from there, hopefully you'll start to feel, if it's something that's going to work for you, you might feel a little bit more compact, a little bit tighter, but in a nice way, in a way that you feel you've got control of that club face and control your structure, and then you can come down and really, really go for that shot to give you the maximum power possible. So I hope that, once again, that helps. If you enjoyed that, let us know. Give us some feedback. If you've got any questions you would like to ask, areas you'd like me to discuss that you think I can possibly add some value to, go ahead and do that as well. I'm only too pleased to look at them and see if I can help. See you the next perfect time.